Hello and welcome. In this tutorial, we will build a dynamic and insightful visual in Power BI. We are going to create a simple clustered bar chart to clearly visualize year-over-year change in performance. As you can see, this allows us to instantly compare categories across different time periods with just a single click. Let's begin. To begin, select the clustered bar chart from the Visualizations pane. Position and resize it as needed. On the y-axis, add your category field. Then, on the x-axis, add your sales previous year measure. For a cleaner look, navigate to the Format options and turn off the grid lines. Next, scroll down and turn Data Labels on. Our goal is to display multiple pieces of information next to each bar. To achieve this, we will use a placeholder technique. First, we need a placeholder DAX measure that is simply equal to 0. Add this placeholder measure to the x-axis well and drag it to the top, above the Sales Previous Year field. Now, let's format the labels. In the Format pane, go to Data Labels and select the placeholder series. Under Value, change the Custom Label field to Sales Previous Year. Let's format this by setting the font size to 8 and the display units to thousands with 0 decimal places. Next, select the Sales Previous Year series from the drop-down. Here, we will customize the label to show our growth indicators. Under Value, set the field to our growth arrow measure. This DAX formula displays an up arrow for positive growth and a down arrow for negative growth. To color the arrow, we will use conditional formatting. Set a rule that colors the text green if growth is positive, and red if it is negative. Finally, for this same series, turn on the Detail option. Set the detail field to our sales with year-over-year growth measure, which combines the percentage and the absolute sales figure into a single text label. To display the current year's sales as a second, overlapping bar, we will use a clever technique involving error bars. Select the Sales Previous Year series and turn on error bars. For the upper bound, select your total sales measure, which represents the current year. For the lower bound, use the zero value placeholder. This effectively draws a bar from 0 to the current year's sales value. To complete the effect, turn the markers off. Under bar, change the color to a distinct green and set the width to 10. Let's apply some final formatting. To focus attention on our custom labels, go to the X-axis options and turn the values off. Set the minimum range to 0. Next, to ensure our labels are never cut off, we will set a dynamic maximum value. Click the FX button next to the maximum range. In the window that appears, change the format style to field value and select our new dynamic axis max measure. This automatically adjusts the axis to be slightly wider than the longest bar. Next, navigate to the bars section and expand Layout. Reduce the space between categories to 0, then turn on Overlap and set the space between series to 20%. Since we've created custom labels, we can turn off the default legend. I have created a custom legend as a separate image. We can now insert this image and position it on the chart. Finally, to make the report interactive, add a slicer for the year. We will filter out 2022, as it has no prior year data for comparison, leaving us with 2023 through 2025. Now, as we click through each year, the chart dynamically updates, showing the year-over-year growth and how each category performed. And there you have it, a dynamic, custom formatted bar chart in Power BI. Thank you for watching. If you learned something new, please like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials.